On the one hand, there's what Marxists might call big impersonal forces, or logistics, opportunity costs, democratic politics, political capital, and on the other hand, you have the personalities of, Anthony Eden, Roosevelt, Chamberlain, Ingersoll, and so on. All these the various other people we have black and white pictures of at the beginning of the book. Um, and I kind of wonder how you weigh the relative importance of those factors.
Well, I think what is absolutely vital is to engage yourself in the archival research that is necessary for a book of this nature. You can't just do it from reading secondary sources and so forth, although they can provide a lot of detail, but nothing like the amount of detail that you see in this book, which is drawn very closely from the FO files, the Foreign Office files, from the Prem files, and much else in the archives. I think what was crucial was that you had in Britain at this time both Neville Chamberlain and Anthony Eden, and they were quite dissimilar in many ways. Eden felt that the United States, and in particular FDR, Roosevelt, was a real potential friend, a real special relationship that one could think about. Chamberlain did not. In all honesty, and I know David Dilks would probably be aghast when I say this, I think Chamberlain, and is on record, and he's written to his sisters and much else about this, he didn't trust the Americans to say very much more than words. So you can't trust them, he would say. I think that he felt that Eden's ideas were risque in every way. Frankly, it was much better to have a relationship, a constructive relationship in Europe, because what Eden was proposing was to send a vast amount of our Royal Navy's capital ships to the Far East at a time when Germany and Italy were on the march, or looked as though they would be on the march. That was a classic combo there, the clash between Eden and Chamberlain, with Roosevelt thrown into the melting pot, appearing to be pro-Eden and sympathetic to Eden's ideas, and then just withdrawing, as it were,
Mhm.
in January of and February of 38. But having said that, Chamberlain had helped to make Roosevelt withdraw by not responding in a positive way to what the
Yeah.
president was saying. So you had this tremendous clash, and people talk about Eden's resignation in February 1938 as a clash over Italy. Well, it was that, but it was also the long-running problems of the Far East and of the Americans, and the sense that somehow we'd missed the boat